Hey all, welcome to the Mr. Beastly channel. I hope you enjoy today's story. There was a YouTuber named Bobby. Bobby had been struggling to make it big on the platform for quite some time. His views were low and his channel seemed to be going nowhere despite his best efforts. Bobby was becoming increasingly desperate to find something that would make him go viral. One day while scrolling through social media, Bobby came across a strange post. The post was about a portal that could transport people to another world. It was the craziest thing he had ever seen, and he was immediately intrigued. Bobby realized that this could be the thing he needed to take his channel to the next level. Without thinking twice, Bobby arranged to visit the location of the portal. After some time spent searching, he finally found the portal's location in the woods. As he approached the portal, it began to glow a bright pink color. It was as if it was beckoning him to come closer. Bobby stepped closer, and before he knew it, he was sucked into the portal. When he opened his eyes, he found himself in a strange world, unlike anything he had ever seen before. He was surrounded by creatures that he couldn't even begin to describe. They were all seemingly friendly, and Bobby thought to himself, "This is perfect for my channel. I'll start vlogging right away." As Bobby started filming, strange things started happening. His camera would stop recording, and then it would start on its own again. The creatures in the world began to act strange, laughing in a way that made Bobby feel uneasy. He realized that he was not alone in this world, but instead, he was being watched. Suddenly, Bobby heard a loud noise, and in front of him, a portal appeared. Bobby thought for a moment that he would be able to make it back home. But before he could step through the portal, something grabbed his ankle. He was then pulled back into the strange world. With no other way out, Bobby was forced to keep vlogging, capturing all the crazy things that were happening to him. The odd thing is that even though he was in the other dimension, he was still able to go live on YouTube and the signal go though. Also, his battery wasn't discharging. He was amazed and also slightly baffled by this. Slowly but surely his videos started to go viral. However, he soon realized that the creatures were getting weirder and creepier by the day. Eventually, Bobby decided that he had enough of this world and made a run for the portal. The creatures chased him and blocked the portal. Bobby was terrified. "What can I do?" Bobby asked himself. All of a sudden, he heard someone hollering for help. He had to go investigate, gasping for breath. Bobby followed the sound of the desperate cries echoing through the eerie landscape. The air was thick with an otherworldly mist that seemed to cling to him, sending shivers down his spine. He stumbled upon a small clearing where a figure was huddled, shrouded in shadows. "Help me, please!" the voice wailed, sending chills down Bobby's spine. He cautiously approached the figure, his camera trembling in his hands. As he got closer, he could make out the person's features. A woman with wild eyes that seemed to gleam with a mix of fear and madness. She was dressed in tattered clothes, her hands extended toward Bobby in a desperate plea. "Who are you? What's happening?" Bobby stammered, his heart racing. The woman's voice quivered as she spoke. "I've been trapped here for so long, just like you. These creatures, they feed on our fears, our emotions. We're their entertainment, their playthings." Bobby's mind raced, processing the gravity of the situation. He had thought this world would be his ticket to fame, but now he was entangled in a nightmare beyond his comprehension. He turned his attention back to the woman, realizing that they were both caught in the same horrifying ordeal. "We need to find a way out of here," Bobby whispered, glancing nervously at the encroaching creatures. The woman nodded, her grip on Bobby's arm tightening. "There's a way to close the portal. A ritual, but it's dangerous." Bobby's eyes widened. "Tell me what we need to do." "I can't stay here any longer." She explained the ritual, a series of steps involving rare artifacts hidden in different parts of this twisted realm. The process was complex, requiring both their determination and a deep understanding of the world's uncanny mechanics. As they set out on their quest, Bobby's camera continued to capture the surreal landscapes, the bizarre creatures, and their unnerving encounters. The tension grew as they faced increasingly sinister challenges, always feeling the creatures' eyes on them, their laughter echoing in the distance. Each step of the ritual seemed to intensify the eeriness of the world. Bobby's hope began to waver, and the woman's sanity seemed to slip further away with every passing moment. Yet, the duo pressed on, their determination fueled by the desperate need to escape. At last, after what felt like an eternity, they gathered all the required artifacts and returned to the portal's location. The creatures watched with malicious glee, sensing the pivotal moment. The woman's hands shook as she began the ritual, her voice quivering with a mix of fear and determination. As the ritual neared its climax, a bone-chilling wind swept through the clearing, the very fabric of the world seeming to tremble. Bobby's heart raced as he realized that closing the portal might be their only chance to escape the clutches of this uncanny dimension. But just as the ritual reached its culmination, a deafening screech filled the air. The creatures lunged forward, their laughter turning into a cacophony of malevolent roars. The woman's eyes widened in terror, and Bobby knew they had to make a split-second decision. With a surge of adrenaline, Bobby grabbed the woman's hand, and together they threw themselves into the closing portal. The world around them spun into a chaotic blur, and Bobby felt a sense of weightlessness as they hurtled through space and time. Finally, they crashed onto the ground, the air heavy with the scent of damp earth and leaves. As Bobby struggled to his feet, he looked around and realized they were back in the woods near the original portal. He turned to the woman who was gasping for breath beside him. Are we really back?" She nodded, her eyes wide with disbelief. "We made it!" Bobby's camera, still in his hand, had captured every moment of their harrowing journey. He knew he had a story unlike any other to share with the world, one that was both captivating and spine-chilling. And as he prepared to edit the footage, he couldn't shake the feeling that some part of that otherworldly realm still clung to him, lurking just beneath the surface, waiting to be discovered once again. For now, though, he says to himself, "Let's go viral." If you've enjoyed today's story and would like to hear more like this, please make sure to like and subscribe. See you soon.